don't understand why I have to do this video.
Because everybody likes you to do the Ghostricks.
I barely know how to play this game.
Does it matter if you don't know how to play the game, okay? Just play the Ghostricks. I gotta get doing some things. Just play the deck as best you can. And just have a good time, okay? Just do it. Okay, just do it. Okay, Spooky? Just do it. Just do it.
Alright. How does computer device work again? Okay, that is how the mouse works again. Greetings, individuals on the internet. Welcome to the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Show, where every day for 100 days, we play a different deck every single day. Seems redundant to say that, considering the name of the show. I am Spooky Memphis, XLR8. I am here to play Ghostricks again. I don't know why, but that is why I'm here. And today we are playing a Ghostrick deck that is different than last time. Because rather than simply burning people, we are also trying to send their cards to the graveyard. So we are playing a Ghostrick mill deck. Yes, that is what this says. So I shall now proceed to list the cards in the deck, and then we shall proceed to playing the deck on the internet. So for this deck we are playing 3 copies of the Parallel Exceed, 1 artifact Scythe. We have 2 copies of the Ghostrick Skeleton, 2 copies of Morphing Jar number 2. We have 2 copies of Ghostrick Jiangxi, 1 regular Morphing Jar without a number. We have 3 Ghostricks Dolly, 3 Ghostricks Lantern, 2 Ghostrick Spectre, 3 Ghostrick Mary. We have 3 Allure of the Darkness, 3 Ghostrick Shot, Foolish Burial, Book of Eclipse, another Book of Eclipse, 3 copies of Storming Mirror Force, 2 Artifact Sanctum, Ghostrick Retreat as 1, 3 Magical Cylinders, and 3 Ghostrick Scare. We have 3 copies of Ghostrick Festival, a Masquerena, a Proxy Dragon, this thing. We have a bird. We have a Headless Knight. We have a vampire. 2 copies of this angel. Whatever this card is. We have Utopia. We have a bigger Utopia and an even bigger Utopia, I think. As for the side deck, it has things like these. It has this card. It has some of these other Ghostrick monsters, which I believe I played last time. I don't remember. We also have this card, that card, another copy of that card that we already showed. 3 of this, which I also may have played before. This, which is a different Mirror Force. And this card. Yes, so that is the deck list today. Let us now proceed onto the internet and show off this deck and do what it does. Alright, our first opponent. According to this note, I'm supposed to go first. Do you think I did that before as well? I don't remember. I don't play this game very often. I've played 1 time before. So I hope I remember what I'm doing. Alright. This hand is acceptable. It has several things in it. We shall start by activating the Allure of Darkness. I can tell you from experience that darkness is very alluring. It's one of my favorite things. It's why I'm usually living in the closet. It's very dark in there. So with this card, once the game works and allows me to use it, I can banish one of my monsters to draw 2 cards. Or was it that I draw 2 cards and then banish? I don't remember. Okay, it says right here. Draw 2 cards, banish a monster. Very well. Very good. So we shall now do that. We shall get rid of Mary. I only need 1 Mary. This will be worth it. So what we are going to do is set Ghostrick Skeleton. Very important. And now that I've done so, I can summon the Ghostrick Festival. Doing so activates this thing in my hand. I think I play this. Okay, yes, I'm supposed to play the Parallel Exceed. This lets me summon another one from my deck. Like this. So now we have 2 of these. And I can make, I didn't get much prep work for this. I gotta summon the Ghostrick Angel. In defense mode, specifically. So now that I've summoned this monster, I use its special effect to add a Ghostrick spell trap. And there are many nice Ghostrick spell traps in this deck. In this instance, we're going to get this one, Ghost Trick or Treat. I can also get shot, I believe, but only if I already have other things. So now we are going to set 2 of our cards. We are going to end our turn. And that is how this deck works. You start with a Ghostrick, and you make more Ghostricks. The ultimate aim of our deck is to use the effect of this thing, the Skeleton, who kind of looks like me, but not really. And what it does is when it's flipped, it makes my opponent banish cards from the top of their deck. Yes. And equal to the number of Ghostricks I control. So the more monsters I have, the better. So my opponent has activated, I think he activated something to do Power Rangers or something. I don't remember what this does. His monsters cannot be destroyed. Not a problem. So what does this do? I don't think this does anything. Ghost Trick or Treat negates monsters, but I don't think this monster does anything. So my opponent has played, if only you control a spellcaster. I have a spellcaster, so I can still play cards as well. So my opponent has summoned 2 monsters. This is a familiar of some form. And he summoned out a slightly different monster. So since this monster does something, I will attempt to stop it. So basically what this trap does is either my opponent pays life points, or this gets negated. Most players will choose to pay the life points while they have them. This plays into the strategy of them paying life points. Yes. Because that's what this deck also does, is make them lose life points. We mill people, and we also do damage. So, as you can see, he will choose to take the damage. Alright. So now, my opponent will continue to summon monsters. Much what I do as well. I also summon monsters. Why does he keep summoning things that remind me of myself? What is this? Gloomy. I'm not gloomy. I just like darkness. There's a difference. Alright, so now my opponent has a monster. And he also has 2 face-down cards. Much like what I have. So now the question is, what will he do next? He has 2 cards, and he can do something. Oh. He stole my monster. This is unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but is not a big deal, I think. Do my notes say anything about this? No. So my opponent decided to not attack me. I see. He chose not to attack. What to do? Alright. Normally I would get the Ghostrick shot, but my opponent has stopped me from doing this. Or rather, I have no need to do that, I think. I shall search Ghostrick Scare. That's why I have Ghostrick Scare for later. I shall attack into the Ghostrick Skeleton, because I don't want him to have my monster. Unfortunately, I will lose a card, but there's nothing I can do about that. Fortunately, this is not a big problem. Thanks to my Angel of Mischief, I can place a card onto it as material. So now I'll have more materials. And I'll end my turn. So now, we wait to see what our opponent does. Yes. I don't know. Is this one of those meta decks? I'm not sure yet. How do I tell if it's a meta deck or not? Alright, we continue to make our opponent pay life points. He keeps taking my things. Is that what you're supposed to do? I don't know. Summon a spellcaster. Destroy a face-up card. That's unfortunate, I think. I don't think that stops this. Or does it? I don't know. I don't actually know if that stops anything. Monsters can't be destroyed in battle. Alright. That's alright, I think. Charmers, he doesn't have that, I think. No, he does not. So he'll pay the life points. And he has once again stolen my cards. Not yet, I think. He keeps stealing my things. I unfortunately don't have a lot of attack points. I think. That's a smaller number than this, so I can't do anything about this at the moment. Normally my deck is about stalling the opponent and flipping this and milling things, but unfortunately that's not happening yet. Hopefully it will happen soon. Alright, my opponent did something. He summoned this creature, Selene, the Master of Magicians. So now he can do something else. He can summon this creature. I'm going to interrupt this, I believe. Book of the Eclipse. It'll flip his monster's face down, as well as my own. And my opponent has surrendered the duel. What does the note say about this? If Ghostricks win it all, it counts. We won the duel. Very well. So, my opponent has surrendered the duel. I don't know what he read in this book, but apparently it was graphic or something. But regardless, I had the ability to make him pay more life points and also do damage. So, I think I was going to win it anyway. I think. I don't know. Anyway, let us duel another duel. Actually try to mill things, I think, because that is what we're trying to do. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. There's a lot written on this note. Anyway, I need to try and go first as often as possible. This I was informed. Yes. So, we shall go first as we like to do. The opening hand, well, I drew into shot, which is good. I need more things. So I shall play the Alluring Darkness. Good. suppose I could play it again. Or maybe I shouldn't. I shall save one of these, in case I need it. We shall set 2 cards and end our turn. As much as I like darkness, too much darkness is bad, which is why I open my closet door at least once a month. This, I feel, is an adequate amount of sunlight. What is this? Elemental Heroes. This card is sent to the GY. You can add a hero monster from your deck to your hand. Okay. And this just summons itself, I think. And what does this do? Add a hero monster. That's a lot of getting more monsters. I wish my deck could do that too. But it can't. Fire Flint Lady. Okay. Okay, so he can summon another monster. He summoned the same card as before. Destroy spell traps. I suppose I should play one of these while I have it. Which one do I flip? Does it matter? This one, I guess. Unfortunate he can destroy my things. And my Jiangshi doesn't even activate. Unfortunate that. I was kind of hoping for Jiangshi to activate. But it's not all bad. I still have Ghostrick shot. So, he has monsters. And whatever this does. Send for what exactly? Send 4 of these to the grave. Summon this creature. I think my opponent is about to do a lot of things. What does the note say to do in these situations? If your opponent starts doing a lot of stuff and you can't do anything about it, skip ahead in the video. Oh. I think I just lost. That was an ordeal. I kind of phased out for a minute or 2. But my opponent made 3 monsters. He made 2 of the same monster and also got that card. Yes, I have lost. Unfortunate. I thought I had a good start. But my opponent had a lot of monsters that he could summon. And I suppose in this game, the one who summons more monsters wins. I think. I don't know. Anyway, I am obliged to give at least one more duel. So that's what we're going to do now. Very well, our third opponent, the final duel. I would like to be able to make plays this time. I would like to play the game. Hopefully my opponent allows me to do this. I don't get to go first again. This is a very nice going first hand, I believe. I have many cards that I could play. I also have this again, which is always nice. This is why you play this card, it's because it's a nice card. My opponent has played a fusion monster card to summon this creature. I was the Magistus Spell Spirit. What does this card do? When this is an equipped card, it gives 1,000 attack and defense. You can target a face-up monster, equip this card to it. Take control of the equipped monster. Oh. So he can steal my cards. That's not necessarily good. So, I suppose I need to at least attempt something. According to Memphis's note, I'm supposed to at least attempt things. So, I shall summon forth Parallel Exceed. And... oh. What does this do? Choose an Ex's Sister from the deck. Take an Ex's Sister that mentions that. Summon... what? Shuffle... deck during the end phase. Cannot summon from the Ex's... what? What on earth is this? You summon... children? What? I don't understand what he just did. Okay. What does this do? I don't understand what he's trying to do. Anyway, I shall summon Baguska. I think this is a good idea. That will put his monster in defense mode, and it can't use its effects now. I shall set a couple of my cards, followed by... should I set this? I can't really use it now. I suppose I should set it, just in case. I will end my turn now. Okay, so those go back into your deck. I don't understand why he summoned small children. Oh. So now he's playing the Regeki spell. That is unfortunate, because that destroys all monsters your opponent controls. That destroyed all my monsters that I controlled. Okay. I think I should take damage. I know I like life points, but I have Mary, so I can put that in my deck and summon Ghostrick Skeleton. So now I can use Ghostrick Skeleton. So now I have the ability to start milling my opponent's cards, depending on what he does. Or she. Do women play this game as well? I rather doubt it. No. So now it is my draw. So he can steal my things. I don't really want him to do that, if I can help it. I activate Ghostrick Scare. This will flip up my skeleton and flip down his monster. And then I shall banish a card from the top of my opponent's deck. I shall now... this thing is too large. Activate Skeleton's effect. I need to strategize somehow. Every time I play this game, I get a little bit better, but only towards the end when I've woken up enough. I shall end my turn. I think I did enough. So, he still has this creature. It is still rather large. And I think I can do something about it. But I have to wait for what my opponent does to know if that is true or not. We'll find out. I think. Anyway, my opponent is thinking very hard on what they want to do. He flipped that back up. Okay, so now he has his creature. It is a rather large creature. That is the one thing about the Ghostricks. They are very small. They're very small creatures. I was informed that size don't matter. I don't know how true this is in this game, but what does this do? He summoned a little girl again. Oh. So, what do these do? I think he's going to summon more things from the extra deck. I should activate this now. I was told extra deck is what you do with this card. Yes. So we have Artifact Sanctum. I can use this to summon the Scythe from my deck. Oh. He is going to steal my monster. That is unfortunate. I was going to use that. But I can summon forth this Scythe, which makes it so my opponent cannot summon from his extra deck for 1 turn, which is something. He stole my monster, and that is unfortunate. Okay. I shall flip up the skeleton and mill another card. If anything, I am milling cards, which is what I am trying to do. What does this card do? Moves a card from the graveyard, summon a thing. I don't, well, I do, but I don't, but I do. So I shall destroy this with my scythe, and I shall destroy this, because I don't think him keeping this helps him in any meaningful way. I shall make another one of these, so I can use Ghost Trick or Treat. This way, if I can make him pay life points, and he somehow summons something large, I can do a thing, I think. What does this card do? Target a Magistus, equip it with Magistus from the extra deck. Oh, so that's how that works. Oh, that's not how that works, apparently. Alright, well, that's 3 duels. I'm gonna... I suppose I should end the episode here? Yes. So, my ladies and gentlemen of the internet, that was Ghostrick Mill. We didn't mill as much as I would have thought we would. We did mill, though, so the deck does technically work. The Ghostricks still are able to interrupt my opponent enough that they can't do all the things they do, but only when they go first and we don't play against heroes, I guess. So that was the video. Alright, that's the video, I think.
Oh man, Spooky, you did a good job today. 2 whole wins with Ghostricks. That's pretty good, my dude.
Can I go back now?
Oh yeah, sure thing. Go right ahead. Alrighty, well that looked like some good Ghost Trick action. Thank you, Spooky. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing edited.
Son of a